Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alec and hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, consider liking, subscribing, and of course, if you're a long-time subscriber and follow the podcast or the videos that I create, welcome. And we are now again back to another Ask Alec, and I've been meaning to restore this kinds of series and we've gone through a lot of transitions for the past couple of months. But now I'm here and we're gonna do this every single week. Yes, you've heard it. Ask Alec is now back. So if you have any questions, write them down below in the comment section so that we can talk about it and I could give you some perspective on it so that you can make better decisions for yourself and for the people around you. And so I actually asked people who follow me on my Instagram some of the questions on what I could answer here. And I want to answer this question by Jima Jam. And Jima Jam asked, how did your personal development journey start? And so my personal development journey started actually when I was 20 years old. Oh, I think I have the book here. Oh, it's a funny story. Wait, let me just... Okay, I'm back. So my personal development journey started when I was still in college. I was living with a friend and this friend, he had a book lying on the ground and I said, what's that book? I don't really read books, but it was really intriguing. And this was the book, right? It's Guide to Investing. I saw this and I said, can I read this? And my friend said, yeah, sure, go ahead, you can have it. And so when I read this for the first time in my entire life, I actually realized that you can learn a lot of things outside of school. And so that's when my hobby or my interest in reading books really started. And so books were one of my mentors. Books were the gateway for me for personal development. And I was really intrigued by the idea that we can change our mindsets around things. And I read a quote by Lao Zhu. It says, your thoughts becomes your beliefs become your words become your actions, and your actions become your habit becomes your lifestyle, and your lifestyle becomes your destiny. Something like that, right? And when I read that, I realized that if I really want to change for the better, I need to change my mindset around things. Especially back then as a student, I didn't really know much about life. I mean, just like a lot of people who are starting in their personal development journey. But for me, what really worked was the fact that I was open to just learning more, exploring different books, and of course, different people that I can learn from, meeting people from different areas in my life. So books were one of the main things that I fell in love with. And so after reading a lot of books, I started to say that I should be sharing these things. So I wasn't really a master at these things, but I said to myself that wait, I can actually share the things that I'm reading on these books. What's a funny story about it is when I think it was 4th year, and I was really invested. I really made a commitment that I really want to focus on personal development and personal mastery. So what I did is I changed my habits. Of course, I didn't really spend much time on playing video games. I was addicted to a lot of video games. League of Legends, Valorant, CSGO, all of those things. But when I said I really want to commit on personal development, I really dropped them. I didn't watch as many YouTube videos that I watched before. And instead, I devoted my time to just reading books. I spent my time at the library. And in our library, there's this holy grail of personal development books. So I started reading classics like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Everything. There were a lot of books on psychology, leadership, communication, management, business as well. But really what piqued my interest was psychology. And at that time, I was kind of going through a rough patch in my life. I was dealing with anxiety, depression as well. And I needed to learn how I could defeat that. One thing that I learned now in my life is that if you want to become happy, then you need to study happiness, right? If you want to become wealthy, then you need to study wealth. These things that we want to get better at, or these things that we want to get good at, we need to study them first. Everything that I'm doing right now is basically based on personal development, but it all started when I became open in learning more about it. And maybe that's the same with you. You want to become better at personal development. You want to become better at personal mastery. Maybe you want to become better at businesses, communication, management, all of those things. Then you need to be open in expanding your knowledge, in expanding your awareness on the different views of the people who have already became successful in their lives. One thing you got to remember is that success leaves clues. And if you want to learn more or really develop yourself, then you got to just talk to people, or at least learn from people who have already done it. The good thing about it is that with the internet, especially on TikTok, on YouTube, you get to watch videos like this that you can learn from and just get all the insights in a very compacted way. You're getting a lot of this for less than 10 minutes. So I guess this is a very, very huge win. That's how I started my personal development journey. I then continued sharing it with the people online. I started my podcast, I started my TikTok, and just sharing everything that I am reading from the books. And of course, it's not enough that we just read books. We need to be able to apply it and experience the lessons that they are teaching here. Knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is. So if you are able to apply whatever you're learning from personal development, from the books, from the podcast, that's when your life will actually change. And that's my challenge to each and every single one of you. If you want to get better, watch some videos, maybe in the morning, and then afternoon, apply all of them. Apply. Because as soon as you get some inspiration going in your mind, that's the best time to act on an idea. Otherwise, it's just going to pass away. And you're going to miss a lot of opportunities if you let it. So hopefully it gave a lot of value to you. If it did, please go ahead and click the like button down below. Subscribe on this channel. And if you have any questions around personal development, relationships, or finances, write them down below so we could pick the best one and we'll answer them here. Thank you guys again for being here. My name is Alec and this is Ask Alec. And see you guys on the next episode. Peace.